was reading an article in Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera is a news entity, and they were talking about the exportation of carbon, hydrocarbons actually, and how it's not helping the world to try to cut back on that type of thing in your own country, but then to export that out of your country and to have other people rely on it. It's a good point. I was really worried. Now, hydrocarbons, when we move those across the world and we are putting them in tankers and things happen. I think Israel just had an oil tanker leaking there. And they can get real messy. They can destroy an environment. And what I want to talk about is these new propane ones. Because we, as humans, do things that we believe are right. We believe that we're going to do it right? And then eventually it gets broken because it worked a couple times, but we didn't bother fixing a couple screws that were loose. All right, and anything can happen. We just saw a giant ship stuck in the middle of the Suez Canal. What if, I'm just giving this to you. You take one of those propane things that you've got, that you're making liquid propane gas, and you're bringing it over to someplace because, I don't know why, it's necessary to bring gas to other places because you frack so much that it's literally coming out of the ground everywhere and you can smell it all across the country. Literally, you can smell it all across the country. Mostly down in Kansas and Oklahoma and Texas, but some places in Minnesota too, you can smell the gas just leaking out of the ground. It's kind of like, don't go over there and smoke. Anyways, the story is that I think Al Jazeera is right. If one of those propane tankers were to explode, I mean, it's a 4-part to 1-part oxygen ratio. How much heat would that create? Forget everyone living, because they're all dead. They're all dead, right? Everyone on that boat's a dead man. So the thing blows up. How much heat did you just put into the atmosphere? How many hydrocarbons for pushing around gas on water? It's a liquid gas. It won't absorb into the water like oil does. It will have to explode and go into the atmosphere. And once it touches the water, because the liquid gas is so cold, it'll actually boil on the water, causing more gaseous substances to occur. And then it'll acidize because of what's on top of the surface of the ocean, because there's a floating layer of hydrostatic acid that sits on top of the ocean anyways. So, I mean, it's... Even if it doesn't blow up, okay, let's say you're out there and some type of pressure thing causes it to rupture, and now it's just shooting it out like a freaking fire engine. Okay, like that wouldn't happen. We didn't just lose a submarine with real people in it. They're all gone. God bless all their families. God bless them all. You guys are funny. Oh, we have the Titanic. We can sail in the face of God. Okay. You go ahead, do the mathematics to see how much your bubble actually bursts when you blow up one of those tankers. Go ahead, do the math. 4 to 1 ratio on a liquefied, which is 1.025. Yeah, it'll the mass of it itself, just because you've already liquidized it. Oh my gosh, it's just gonna, the atmospheres and the heat is gonna cause it to just boil on the ocean. You're gonna make Greta unhappy. Don't make her unhappy. She's a really nice person.